today I decided to do a rebranding of my YouTube channel. I've been away for a very long time. I've been away because there's been a lot going on with 2020. I've started a new job, and I used to have a channel called Holographic Diva that then changed to Steph GZXO, because I am going through that process of rebranding myself. It may not be much, I don't have that many subscribers, but I decided that that's not the direction I want to go. I decided to name myself the Straight Lash Gal. Reason being is because, as you can see in my eyelids, I have really straight lashes, and I think that it would benefit me and this channel a lot more if I focus on that. That doesn't mean that I will stop focusing on complexion or any other makeup products other than mascara for my lashes, but I want to be able to share that story with you because I feel like it makes me unique, and most importantly, I know that I have a pretty unique experience regarding finding the right mascara. It's been a very difficult journey that I've had since I was 13. Right now, I'm about to turn 30 years old, so it's almost 17 years. That's a pretty big lifespan, and I want to share the journey. I want to be able to share that struggle with you, and so I want that to be a big part of the channel. However, if I decide to transition and move in another direction, I will let you know at any given time. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on getting ready, and this will be my first video from now on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on my look. Please don't mind this blister on my lip. I know it's really eye-catching and not in a good way. Reason being is that, I was playing with my dog, and my dog just went like this, and because he's really small, he likes to jump, so he hit me by accident. What I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and do a very simple look. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these products that has launched. This is from the Jaclyn Cosmetics. As you can see, it's really reflective. There's been some use to it. I'm not doing a first impressions video at all. I don't like first impressions, so whatever you see, I've already put it to the test before to see if it works. So I decided to go ahead and grab myself one of these blushes. Really hard to find, but as soon as it launched, I got it. And I'll be using these shades Sunkissed and Bronzed Moment. Jaclyn Hill, when she indicated that she was going to launch these blushes, indicated that this tone was actually this type of tone was warm. It could be used by warm or neutral undertones. So I decided to go ahead and pick this up because I sometimes could fall between warm and neutral undertones. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, I am going to start with hydration. I like to use cannabis products when it comes to skincare. I think they do a really great job, and they're really affordable for hydrating. I think it's really cool that we have this new that cannabis can be used also for skincare, and I think that that's wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on. I feel like it's a really good hydrating primer. without leaving, you know, without it being too hydrating that it becomes greasy. And this is something that I love. I am 100% believer in natural products. I always think that, you know, for my skin, that's the best route, not something that's been already prepackaged and made with chemicals on it. I think natural products are, for me, the way to go. It's better for me, and I think it's also a great approach to being more friendly towards the environment. I'm also going to use this primer Baby Skin. I think it's almost going to be gone, but you can grab this in Amazon for like $5.50, between $5.50 to $7.50, and it does a pretty good job. I think it does a really, really good job, you know. I use a lot, but I like using a lot, so. And it blurs out the face, which is really, really important for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin before I apply any makeup. So now that my skin is already prepped, I've decided to use the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. I just want to do something real quick. It's really easy, and it's really easy to open it up. So I'm going to do my best to open it up as I'm holding my phone. What I like about it is that it's magnetic, so, you know, just apply a little bit of force and you're good to go. So yeah, I was able to take it off. I was struggling a little bit, and I used the shade 220 right here. I'm sorry, this is the shade 240 right now. I use this for my under eyes, but I prefer to go with the shade 220, which I'll show you right now. So this is the shade 300. 300, that's my summer shade. And then my official shade is let me go ahead and focus this correctly. Custard 220N. I use this one because I feel like it's perfect. It matches me to a T when it comes to my skin. I use the darker one for my under eyes, because I have really, really deep dark under eyes for my skin tone. But 220 is definitely my shade. And I love to use the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty brush. I feel like it's really I feel like it's really helpful. It's really easy, and it gets the job done, and it's really good to go. I feel like this is the best brush that I've ever used because of how easy it is to blend that foundation. And yeah, you can tell right away that the 220 from Huda Beauty is my match 100%. Like, I feel like it's made for me. It matches my neck. It matches my neck to a T, and I really love that. And it's so easy to wear, and I love this color. It's not that yellow, because sometimes my skin color turns the yellow foundations into orange because of the red undertone that's inside that people forget that I have. But that is another story for the channel. For now, I just want to be able to do this simple look, and I want to be able to showcase the blush from Jaclyn Hill. But yes, I do love how the shade looks on me. I just want to let you know that. And I love the work this brush does. So as you can see, it already blended so quick. And I've never had that experience with any other brush besides the Selena Gomez, so I think that this was a hit. This was a hit on my part. This was a total hit. She nailed it with creating this brush, because this brush has saved me from a lot of situations where I needed to apply makeup quickly, and this is the brush I go, because I know that this brush is gonna do the job. There are other good brushes, but this one I'm loyal to because of the way it works. So for my under eye concealer, I'm also going to use this stick foundation from Huda Beauty, but I use the Toasted Coconut in 240 because this one has more of a yellow undertone, and a yellow tone is really important, especially because of that under eye situation in here. It helps cancel that out, so I want to be able to do that. That is not going to happen there just yet because I'm gonna go ahead and apply primer over there. It's essential for my type of eye to have that type of primer. There, because the type of eyelid that I have creases, and I want to be able to do that, you know? So for my eyelid primer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Smashbox 24-hour photo primer. I use this because it helps me with my eyelid situation. It helps, you know, it helps with the creasing, and even though I'm not gonna wear eyeshadow or anything like that, it just helps having it here. I rather have a creaseless eyelid than have eyeshadow on here. And I use this all the time, especially if I'm gonna wear eyeliner. I use this and it helps a lot because then I end up having the eyeliner over here closer to the brow bone, and with this I don't have that problem at all. So it just comes in handy. It's a little expensive, but it comes so handy because of the ingredients that they use on this. And then now I can go ahead and put a little bit here, a little bit there, and that is also toasted coconut. And I'm just gonna wear a little bit just so that, you know, there could be some cohesiveness. And I love this brush for everything. I think it's one of the best brushes made that could almost be said to be multi-purpose. So now it looks like my skin has been set up. So now it's the time for me to use the Jaclyn Hill bronzer and highlighter duo and blush duo. I'm so sorry, but I also would use her highlighter after this, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it out. I love these colors. These colors are to die for. They look a little light, but these colors are to die for. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one right here. This is called Sunkissed. So this is called Sunkissed, and then the bronzer is called Bronze Moment. So I love this color pink. It's pinky, it's girly, and I love it. And I love a good pink on my skin. It's not that cool undertone. It doesn't look magenta, so that's why I love it. And it's just right. So if you're my skin tone, if you're a neutral or neutral, warm, neutral undertone, and you're looking to know what best bronzer duo will fit, I would pick this one. Sunkissed and Bronzed Moment is a really good option for you. When it comes to these particular products, I love to pick two, one for the winter and one for the summer, because it always just comes handy to just have it available. I always shop like that. And see, it just looks so rosy. It looks really cute. And it has like that blurred effect, and I love it. I love this. With the same brush, this is an angled brush from the brand More US. It's a Mexican brand, and it's the 122 brush. So I'm going to, so she said to do it in the J motion to have the blush, to the bronzer on. And look at this, you guys. This is perfect. But I like to use it all the way over here. And there was times where I would just use bronzer as blush, because sometimes the bronzer came out really red, so I was like, okay, this could be a good blush without it being too blushy. So that's, you know, also an advantage of using the bronzer. You could also use it as a blush. If you're not a blush person, a bronzer will do just as good. Just make sure that if you're going to go ahead and do that, just use it a little bit more red. And then I like to use it over my face. It just adds warmth to my skin. And yeah, look at this. I love the way this. I love the way it looks. It just looks so natural. It just, you know, it just melts into the skin. It blurs it out, everything. It kind of makes me look like a painting, which I love. Everything just falls into place. And I love me a lot of blush. Thank you guys. I love me a lot of blush. It adds life dimension to my skin. Look at it. Look. This is amazing work. I will then now head to using one of her highlighters. So I purchased 2 highlighters from her. So I purchased these 2 right here. I purchased the sought after purple one, Hypnotic, and the second one, which is Bomb. I think I'm just gonna take it out of the package. Even though it's so beautiful, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I just purchased it because, you know, Jaclyn makes really good highlighters. So this is what the packaging looks like. You can tell it's like never been touched. And then this is called Bomb. It looks a little gold, and then here the light hits it, it looks like it could have some rose gold in it, which is something that I'm always looking for in a highlighter. If it could be rose gold or have like a bronzy undertone or a little bit of red, that's ideal for me in my skin tone. Gold works, but gold is kind of like being, if I want a natural look, then it just defeats its purpose. So I'd rather go with like more of like this color, like bronzy, you know, color, or rose gold. That's something that I always would go for, always. So this is how Bomb looks like. It definitely has like that rosy gold undertone to it, even though it wasn't described as a rose gold undertone to it, but it definitely does have it. So I'm gonna see if that applies and how that applies into my skin. Oof. Yes, I love this. I know it's a little too much, but and this may not even be the right. So yeah, this one has that rose gold undertone to it. So if you're my skin tone and you want to get one of those blush, those loose highlighters, get Bomb. I know originally this was sought after by people who are like lighter skin than me. But if you're my skin tone, don't be afraid of getting it. This, you know, this is really gonna look really good on our skin. Like real good. And then I applied some in the bridge of my nose. And there you go. It just gives me like this really natural, radiant look. It just, you know, it's my skin, but just with a little bit of radiance, which is something that I love in this with the highlighter, and I think I've achieved it with this color. And it doesn't even look like yellow, so this is a definite must grab. This was the only one that was available at Ulta, and it was the very last one, and so I was able to get my hands on it. So one thing, when it comes to shopping, always trust the description. Go with the description of the manufacturer or the maker or the brand than the one from Ulta. Always. That's my tip to everybody. Always go with the description. And pay really close attention to the way the product is, the undertone is described, because it's going to make a difference. Don't go with what the influencer says about the product. That's happened to me several times, and I'm going to go ahead and share that story later on. Go with the description of the product before you go with the description of what the influencer says. This probably wasn't the best brush, but I still love the highlighter. I still love the highlighter. It's just, I'm glowing to the gods. It's all natural. Jaclyn Hill could not have gone wrong with this highlighter. Could never. I'm still creasing a little bit, and I hate that. So I'm gonna have to bake. So I'll continue using my my brow product from Fenty Beauty. This is the MPP Brows. I like to use the one in dark brown. Now that it's winter season, I like to use that color because it gives me just the enough brown that I need for my brows without making them look too dark. And it's a neutral undertone, so I really look into that because sometimes I want brow products that are brown. So they say that they're brown or dark brown, and they end up looking red on me, and I absolutely am not happy with that at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do tiny little strokes just to fill in the spaces. And I know that in the beginning when it came out, it had a lot of complaints, but ever since I've started using this product, I've never had a single complaint. I've always had them look really good. The one that I've never trusted would be the one from Benefit, even though I know that that's their specialty, the brows. They've always broken apart on me, and so I've always had to return them back. But this one, I love it because it just glides into the skin. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can, the brows. And they said right now it's the bushy brow, so to follow the strokes of the brows. I guess I'll just fix them off camera just so that it can look a little bit better. So I did my brows off camera because I think that it's just easier. It's really hard for me to like do all those strokes and be filming because I'm using my other hand to hold my phone. I don't have a camera yet, but I do want to introduce you to this eyelash curler from Kevin Aquan, or Aquan. I don't know how to pronounce this last name because it's in French. I love this eyelash curler. It's $21, but I love it to death because it takes out it captures every single eyelash from my eyelid. I love this eyelash curler to death. I think this is one of the best products made for lids like mine. It captures every single thing. If you're a gal that has big eyes, big eyelids, this is something you need to go for. If you're in a budget, I will try to find the dupe, but I know it's going to be really hard. But I will try to find the dupe that works just as good as this, or does a similar function. You can get this for $21. They used to sell it at Sephora. They don't sell it anymore, but you can get it on Amazon for the same price. Kevin Aquan. Kevin with a K-E-V-Y-N. Kevin Aquan. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do a very simple lip. And this is a Morphe Petal. I'm not sure what kind of color this is, but to me it kind of looks like a brick. It looks like a brick, orangey red. And then I like to pair it with this color, which is called Ludwig. The label said Kat Von D, but I now know that it's KVD Beauty. So this is from KVD, and that's the shade Ludwig that I paired up with Petal Lip Pencil from Morphe. I'm gonna go ahead and add a really great mascara from Maybelline. The Sky High is more popular, but this does not work for me. Anything that says to lengthen the lashes never works because my eyelashes are straight, so I'll use this one. False, Lash, Sensational, Hydrofuge, and it's waterproof. So for some reason the industry cannot, and then I like the brush because it's a little bit curved. So for some reason the industry has not been able to make an mascara that holds the curl of a straight lash without it being waterproof, or a mascara that's not super heavy or clunky. So what I would have to do is I'll just use the back of my hand and I'll take off the excess mascara just so that my lashes do not get thrown off. So yeah, so far this is the best that I can get So far this is the best that I can get with this type of mascara. And so this is the reason I'm very, very particular when it comes to mascara. I hardly change mascaras, but I can work using any other type of product, but not mascara. Mascara and I are not doing quite well. And so I can't be one of those gals that say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my, use a mascara without an eyelash curler. That is almost nearly impossible for me. Hopefully the lashes stay put, but it's just within a matter of hours that the curl is going to be gone. And so with this type of lashes, I have to be very careful about what I use. My hair looks like it's all over the place because I took a shower earlier and then my hair just dried up. And then my eyes are a little bit tired because I've been on the screen the whole day. So please don't mind that. This is my final natural look. I'm not gonna go anywhere. And as you can see, highlighter, bronzer, blush, it's perfection. I couldn't expect anything less than Jaclyn Hill when it came to highlighter, but the blush has really, really surprised me. I think she's going in the right direction when it comes to her makeup company, and I'm really liking that. I think that she makes amazing products, and you know, this will be something that really shows that. And right here you could see the back of my hand how much mascara I took off from that brush from the mascara, because otherwise my lashes would be straight, and it would just make my eye look even more buggy than what it is. Well, thanks for, thank you for being on this journey with me. I hope that we have much more journeys together and that we're able to chat more about mascara and any other type of makeup products you like. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Peace out.